Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Will Cheese Fail sent in by you, the fans, to Lifesaglitchtv at gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yes.
Hit me up with the sound of just trying to get home from the States, and because luck never leaves you alone, getting stuck there anyway.
I just want to go and sleep in my own bed. Bro, you can't make this up. I'm coming back from Vegas, all right? For those who don't know, I was just in Vegas for the weekend. I went to go see the Conor McGregor fight, and then it gets canceled. So, you know, I was already booked. Yeah, I was already booked and everything. So we went. We had a good time. It was just a few of us, but we had a great time. But on the way home, I had a flight that went from Vegas to Toronto, and then from Toronto to Halifax. So I get to the airport. My flight was at, I was boarding, I think, at 10:45. The flight was at 11:25. And we get there at the airport. I'm about an hour and 20 minutes before, which is fine. Go through TSA, do all this other stuff. Everything is good. Then we board the plane, but we board about 20 minutes late. That's kind of normal. It's whatever. We can make that time up. We get on the plane. It's fucking hot, right? It's like, I understand it's Vegas. Oh, by the way, rip that drone.
Okay.
That drone is gone. You know what? I'll tell the story here in a minute, because I feel I feel like we're about to see the beginning, middle, and end of this game here in T minus.
yeah, it's true.
This ain't working out.
We'll bookend that story for the end of the cast. For now, this is well, I mean, really, a couple of failed attempts to set up shop here in a ZVZ. I mean, this is not an uncommon cheese of sorts to do in a ZVZ. It is one of the more unique things about this matchup, being that you can build on the other Zerg's creep.
Yep.
And so, yeah, but unfortunately, no dice.
Nope.
Following it up by the looks of it with some not-so-speedy lings, Mr. Black.
Yeah, they are running slower than molasses going uphill, but they will make it eventually, and he is giving up on the drone Spire rush stuff, and unfortunately for him, the lings pop out at the same time, and he's going to do next to no damage. It's going to be a bit of a micro war, but loses one of the lings instantly, and just like that, although he has 3 of the lings off guard here, he could turn around and get three ling kills. He does exactly that. And now he's retreating back. A queen's probably going to be popping here very soon, and it does right now. There we go. And the Baneling's nest is being put down. We do have gas up here for Loki. On the other side for Easy, not so easy. No Baneling's nest. Just getting gas now. We'll get an Overlord here. Should get an Overlord here. Yeah, we'll get this Overlord, so that's a decent pickup. That's going to supply block Loki. But yeah, that cheese there just did not work out at all. And he just said, seriously?
Seriously?
All right. Well, we're on a bit of a standstill right now, so I do want to give a shout-out to our newest sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Guys, we talked about it on the last cast. If y'all want to support us financially without spending any money directly, you can click on the link in the description of this video, download Raid Shadow Legends on PC or mobile, that's iOS and or Android, and get to level 12 or 25 if you feel an extra special. And every time you guys do that, it is basically like throwing some money at the screen for you boys. We're going to try that out. We're going to have them a little sponsor here for the next couple of weeks, see how it does. We do appreciate that. And that's all the sellout I'm going to do. That's it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that Overlord pickup was nice, but in a matchup like this, and in this scenario, it only really hurts him if he was planning an immediate counterattack, and that stopped like an extra batch of lings or something. But he had no plans to attack. He's only just getting around to it now with the first couple of Banelings. Interesting that he still doesn't have speed, but it looks like it's about to pop off here momentarily as Ezidin, unfortunately, or Easy Dan, just started his. This is going to be a one-sided affair, to say the least.
That was not a good Baneling bust, though. Took all those Banelings into that one queen. That did not pan out the way that Loki wanted it to, or maybe he thought it was best to do that, but it definitely was not. Needed to get the Zerglings after the queens and have those Banes to blow up the lings. Gets another queen there, but loses his entire army essentially. And now we are almost evened up, I would say. It's pretty damn close. The speed is going to finish about halfway done here for Easy Dan. Yeah, that was not a good trade.
When I said that was going to be, when I said that was going to be a one-sided affair, I didn't say who.
That's true. That is very true.
So you can't pin that to me. I could have met Easy Dan this whole time. You don't know.
Look at this.
You don't know, but the spine crawler though, that's cheeky as fuck. I didn't even see that go down.
Yeah, he said, you know what, you did it to me, how would I do it to you? And that's actually well placed. Needs to not use those Banes. All right, he's learning from his mistake last time. Now he needs to get the Banes inside there, blow up the mineral line. Hey, that's okay. I like that. That's all right. Hey. And he's going to go immediately after that hatchery.
That's an improvement.
It's a big improvement.
It's going in the right direction from the first time. But that spine is a dirty position. That is a killer friggin' spot for that spine crawler. Doing a lot of work. These Banes going in again now.
Oh, well played there.
That's very well done. You know what? I was gonna say could have gone for more drones, but at the same time, it's probably better if he did keep the fighting forces down.
That's right.
And then use follow-up Banes. Now that was unnecessary.
They're
just gonna heal each other up there.
Correct.
Just right into those drones. There you go. Just something like that.
Exactly.
Something like that. There you go.
Goes the hatchery. That is big.
And whatever evenness there was is no longer there.
No, it's gone now. That spine crawler just did so much damage, and it really gave that CC in that area to allow him to keep poking and prodding, and made it so that Easy couldn't just A move and go after it. That spine crawler was a really very, very well placed spine crawler that did a ton of damage, and ultimately was the reason why that hatch is no longer there. A lot of Banelings being morphed in here from Easy. Gonna start spreading some of those creep tumors. I'd love to see that second queen kind of get into the fight a little bit. He's just kind of, or she's just been sitting back there. Oh, it's very possible.
I think he just forgot he's got a queen up there. We'll see that queen randomly get used here at any given moment, I'm sure. But for now, it's just literally sitting up there doing nothing but staring off into the distance. Much like I do every morning after coming home and sitting in the driveway in my car, preparing myself for the day by just drinking a coffee in my own driveway. I don't know, you ever do that?
Bro, you just spoke to my soul, man.
Zen moment, little Zen moment in the car.
I think it might be. I don't know. Maybe the ladies that watch LAGTV can let us know. But I want to say that's a guy thing, man. I think that's like.
Is it?
I don't know. Maybe some ladies out there do the same thing, like just kind of mentally preparing themselves. But I know for me, I do that shit 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Where I'll, like, to the point where I'll come home and I'll be in the garage and I'll just sit in the car in like almost silence, bro. Like I just sit there. And it gets to the point where like 30 minutes goes by and then like I see the garage door open and Kayla like pops her head in and she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm just chilling,
processing life in here. No worries, it's okay."
Bro, I think it's our way to sort of run away from from the house while still being at the house. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a last. It's like a. I don't know. It's the. Oh, there's something about it. It's the 6 degrees of separation from the front door.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Gives you a little time to
just
relax.
Speaking of
time to relax.
You just sit there and
These
be like,
guys
God,
must be.
Damn.
These guys must be contemplating life because nothing has happened in a hot minute. Although we do have some Nidus networks.
Oh.
And being produced here.
Right here, look at that.
So he while contemplating life in his driveway, he decided that he is going to attack very shortly. And Easy Dan is not ready.
Nice.
For whatever is about to happen.
Yeah, no, this ain't gonna work out. I mean, the economic difference at this point after losing that hatch has just been gigantic. Now 43 drones to 27. A lot of roach in. Oh, that's it. Yeah, you just dipped. But yeah. So anyway, in Vegas, right? So I'm on we get on the plane. It's hot as fuck, and yeah, we're in Vegas. So like, it's literally 40 degrees outside. So you already know it's gonna be hot, but like it's abnormally hot. We're like, okay. Then we're sitting on there for about an hour, and all of a sudden the pilot comes on the PA and he's like, "Hey, just let you guys know, our air conditioning doesn't seem to be working, and everybody's on the plane is like, no fucking shit, we're all sweating fucking heaps in here. So then he's like, what we're gonna do is we're gonna shut down the plane. We're gonna boot it back up to see if it kind of rejogs itself. That didn't work. Then he decided to turn off the system, the AC system, and then turn it back on. That didn't work. Then he said, okay, well, we're going to have to call a maintenance guy. It's going to take probably about a half hour for the maintenance guy to get here. So we don't want to have anybody, get sick on the plane. So we're just going to ask everybody to get off the plane. Now, before we even got onto the plane, before I went on this trip, I went out and got a carry-on bag because I never take a lot of luggage. I mean, I'm a basic-ass dude. Give me some underwear. Give me a few pairs of shorts, a few pairs of t-shirts. That's it. That's all I need in life, right? And I need like my stomach meds and fucking, other things because I already know I'm going to be eating and drinking like shit there. You just give me my bare necessities and I'm good to go. So I go out there. I get a carry-on bag. I get an Air Canada carry-on bag to make sure that it's the proper size, everything. As they're doing, because when they call you on a plane, they do it in sections, right? So they have like first class, then they do like section 2, section 3, section 4, section 5.
Especially Air Canada because they've got like 6 billion
literally 6
different fucking levels.
Yes. So I was on section 4, and for this flight in particular, they had up to 5 sections. So the first 3 sections go on, and then section 4. Just before they call section 4, a dude from on the plane comes off the little runway or whatever, and comes inside, and he's like, "That's it." He's like, "Cut off. No more carry on. We are full." Right? I'm like, oh fuck. So then all of a sudden they go on the PA. They're like, "Okay, we're gonna have to check everybody's carry on in sections 4 and 5. Don't worry, it's free of charge." And I'm already thinking to myself, "Oh fuck." So here we go. Because now I have a connection. This is already getting delayed. Now the layover was 3 hours, so I still had a bit of time. Because at the time now we've only been laid over for about an hour and some change. So I'm like, okay, but now when I get to Halifax, I'm gonna have to I'm getting home at 1:30 in the morning. I'm gonna have to go down and sit at the fucking baggage place for 30 minutes, wait for my baggage, so on and so forth. So I'm already not happy about it, but whatever. So we go on, and as everybody's on the plane, we notice there's a guy that's sitting behind me. He goes, "Why do we check our bags? There's all this extra space." And we look up, and there are rows and rows and rows of open space. Because remember, Adam, there's 5 sections. They asked 2 full sections for no carry-ons. If you do the math, right? Not everybody has a carry-on, but I could see maybe 10, 20 people not being able to do it, but 2 full sections, we're talking like 50, 60 people. So there's all kinds of open space. So we go to the stewardess. We're like, "Hey, can we get our bags?" They're like, "Oh no, it's already on the plane. I'm terribly sorry. I don't know why they said. We only go by what they said. We didn't actually know." So we're like, "Okay, whatever." So more time goes on. Turns out they couldn't get the AC working. So after almost 4 hours, they put us back on the plane.
Oh my god, dude!
Right? We put us back on the plane. It's still hot. The pilot comes on. He goes, "Okay, guys. Unfortunately, we could not get the AC working, but there are 2 AC units on the plane. Only half of them will be working. We wanted to get them all working for your flight, but that didn't work out. So we're still going to take off anyway because we don't want everybody to to kind of be stranded here." And remember, WestJet just went on strike, so these flights are fucking packed. There ain't a fucking seat available, right? WestJet just went. So we're sweating bullets. People are shitting themselves. Like literally, it smells like ass in there. And we take off, right? We take off, and at this point, I'm stressed out because I'm like, fuck, I'm probably gonna miss my connecting flight. And they didn't even do anything. Like when they first told us to get off the plane, we waited like 4 hours for them to do nothing, and we still took off. And we could have just taken off in the first place because one of the AC units was working the whole time. So for half the flight, the first 2 hours, it was hot as balls. It was fucking people. All you could see was the shadows of people fanning themselves with the emergency exit pamphlets in front of their seats. And then when we got about 2 hours in, it started cooling off. So we get 3/4 of the way to Toronto, and the one of the flight attendants comes over and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, I'm Mr. Johnston. Got some bad news. I was just informed that we will be arriving 35 minutes before your flight, and unfortunately, you know, with you having to go through customs and stuff, like there's just not going to be enough time. So if you could go to the Air Canada support desk or whatever, customer service desk, when you land, they'll fix you up." So I'm fucking salty right now, bro.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm salty because now I'm having a flashback to back in the day.
This is like Maine. This is like Maine all over again.
Literally like Maine all over again, bro. So I'm like, oh my god. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, is there anybody else that's in this? So there were 7 of us that was coming from Vegas back to Halifax. So we land, and as I'm getting off the runway there, or the little pedestal thing that you walk over, the Air Canada people are already there, and they've got tickets in their hands. So they hand me this pamphlet, and it's got 2 $15 food gift certificates for the airport, and a hotel certificate or coupon for the Marriott, and a new ticket for tomorrow, the next day at 6:25 in the morning. Or 6:10 in the morning.
Oh my god!
I'm like, guys.
My god!
I'm like, guys, you can't be doing this to me right now, bro. And we arrived there at like 11:30 p.m. So I'm like,
so like, what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna sleep for like dude, 2 hours in the fucking in the hotel, get up, and then like right back into security?
Yes, that's actually what happened. So
oh my god,
I'm like, guys, is there? And we actually landed a little bit before. So we landed. It was about 45 minutes before my flight. I'm like, guys, is there any way that you can hold the plane for maybe 10 minutes? Like, there's 7 of us, and the flight hasn't even taken off yet. Like, please, like, I just want to go the fuck home. I have been in airports. I'm now jet lagged. I'm tired. I've been traveling all day, and I just got off a 5-hour flight. I please, for the love of everything that's holy and sacred, like, no, sorry, sir. We only hold if there's 15 or more people. Guaranteed, bro. They already sold those tickets. Those tickets were gone midair. Like when we were on our way into Toronto, they already fucking sold. So I'm like, okay. So I get the ticket. I go down. I go, okay. Well, what's gonna happen to my luggage? Like my carry-on, all my clothes, everything is on there. All I have is a Nintendo Switch. My glasses, my passport, my wallet. That's it. That's all I got. And I'm like, I need my carry-on. It's like, so I go down to the luggage place, and they're like, yeah, so your luggage will actually be in Halifax tomorrow. I'm like, okay, well, what about all of my stuff? And they're like, oh, don't worry about that. We'll give you we got a little travel bag. So they give me this little bag that's got an Air Canada t-shirt that's like the size of my left nipple, and they gave me a little tiny toothbrush and a little tiny squirt of toothpaste, and told me to fuck off to the Marriott. So
oh my god, bro,
I'm very salty right now. So I go over to Tim Hortons and I grab some food because I hadn't eaten anything all fucking day. I grab some food, and then I'm like, all right, I got to get to this hotel. I'm thinking that the hotel is connected to the airport.
No, probably. No, of course not.
So no, they sent me off the airport. Now it wasn't far from the airport. It was literally like a 5-minute drive, but you just couldn't walk it. The way that the airport's designed, there's no way. So they're like, yeah. So there's a shuttle. It's a free shuttle. So I go over to the shuttle spot, and I'm standing at the shuttle spot for about 25 minutes. Now it's like midnight, and there's other people out there. Thank God there is some random guy. He's like, yo, man, what hotel are you going to? I'm like, I'm going to the Marriott. He's like, yeah, you're at the wrong shuttle stand. I'm like, what?
Oh,
they're like, yeah, as you can see, there's letters and numbers all down, like all throughout the airport. So I had to call this like 1877 number and then find out what post I had to go to. There was barely anybody around because it's getting late at night. So there wasn't a whole lot of service workers like around, and the girl that I asked gave me the wrong information. She told me it was there, and I sat there for 25 minutes, but it was for the wrong one. So I called them. They tell me it's at another spot. So I had to go walk some more, sit at that spot. I waited 25 minutes. I get on there. The dude takes me to the wrong Marriott. So then I had to call another shuttle. The shuttle was like, yeah, sorry, we can't be there for another 45 minutes. They're like, but the other one is not a far walk. So I had to walk from one hotel at like midnight to another hotel. I'm livid. Like I'm just a saltine cracker. So I finally get in there. There's a whole bunch of people. So I wait in line. I finally get in the hotel room, bro. I take a shower because I stink and I'm like fucking sweaty, and I'm just because I just walked for fucking 2 miles.
Oh
and,
my God.
So by the time I lay down, Adam, I shit you not, it's 1:30 in the morning. My flight.
Oh my God.
My boarding is at 6:10 in the morning. So I sleep for an hour and 40 minutes. And then I wake up, the alarm goes off. And it's one of these things where you're so tired that I felt sick. I was like, dude, I don't even know if I can get this flight. I feel ill. Like, I'm delirious. Like, I am not in a good spot. But I'm like, no, Jeff, you got to go home, bro. You got to go home. So I go to I get to the airport. I sit and wait for a shuttle. They pick up. Thank God, this time in the morning, they're going like every 15 minutes. So I get on the shuttle, I go there, everything is fine. I have to go through TSA again, I do all that stuff. I finally get home. The flight's on time, everything. These motherfuckers lost my luggage. Gone. I'm like, oh no. Carry on, they don't know where it's at. So now I'm sitting, I waited for an hour at the airport, and I'm like, where's my luggage? They find it, they make some phone calls, and they finally find it. They put the damn carry-on on a wrong plane. So then they're like, okay, well, what we're gonna do is we know where it's at. We're gonna put this on another plane, and then they're gonna fly it back here. It should be here later on this afternoon. They're like, well, we can deliver it to you. So then we had to wait, and then we had to get a delivery guy to come and deliver the fucking thing. Dude, I traveled.
Oh my God.
Straight for about 26 hours of just hell. I mean, like not good at all. Just bad everything. So I have to tomorrow. I have to make a claim, and apparently I'm supposed to get $1,000 back, which is a little bit of a consolation prize. But that's
bro. What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's like. And this is the thing is other than the fact that you and I both have some horrible fucking travel luck, I think some of it is just North American Airlines are fucking useless, dude.
Their ass is horrible.
They're literally fucking horrific.
And the price
I don't
is
understand.
Insane. You are paying exuberant amount of prices. Like, for those who don't know, in Canada, it is infinitely more expensive to travel from province to province than it is in the States to travel from state to state. Dude, when I go to Vegas, I spent $900 on flights for return. And then some of my buddies that are flying through the States, it costs them $100, $150.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what is up with us? Like, I mean, bro, I'd suck a dick to be able to travel across Canada for $300. You know what I mean? And then if you go with like a Spirit or one of these like budget ass things, their flights are always canceled, dude. It's just constantly canceled.
It's tough.
Anyway, first world problems. But anywho,
it is down bad. But it's 26 hours just to get from Vegas to here.
Home.
That should be like
10
next
tops.
to nothing.
10 tops.
If it was a direct flight, if it was direct,
7 hours.
We're talking
direct.
7.
Yeah.
So, a 10 or 11 on a high end, depending on layover in Toronto, and
Correct.
they managed to like over double that shit.
Yeah, 26.
I think there is. You're getting $1,000 back, but I want to say that they might even owe you more than that if you look into it.
Okay.
You might want to look into that. I think that because they had you missing your flight. Although you did take compensation from them already, so you might be fucked on that one. But for next time, there is definitely heavier bouts of compensation that you can take advantage of that airlines never tell anyone because it's not them that came up with it. It's not their regulations. Good to know, especially traveling between Canada and the States where this kind of shit happens all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And they're fucking everything up. Yeah, 100%. But dude, between the cost of flights, all the bullshit, the constant fucking delays and everything that happens like all the fucking time, and now we gotta dodge Boeing on top of that. Shit's terrible, bro. You gotta look up like, am I flying in a fucking Boeing?
Yep, that's
like, how bad is it when you like, how insane is it that you gotta look and be like, all right, these motherfuckers put me on a 737 Max. Where we go? What am I getting into? Am I getting an Airbus?
Yeah.
Am I an Airbus?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's cray-cray. But if you guys want to hear some more stupid-ass stories, go check out our podcast. You can click on the podcast tab and go check us out. We do that every Thursday. We didn't do one today because Adam was building out his back deck. But we'll be back there next Thursday. So if you want to hear some more bullshit, us just shooting the shit, hey, head on over there.
That's the place to do it.
That's the place to do it. You know, I'm waiting to see that comment where it's like, hey, 20-minute cast, 8-minute video. You know, or 8-minute, or sorry, 8-minute cast, but 20-minute video.
Yeah, 20-minute video.
I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't tempt me.